Oh, hi, Mathas.
How did you turn on my webcam? Nice bathrobe, by the way.
What are you... Mathas! Mathas!
Oh, you okay, man?
Jesus.
I didn't mean. No, I didn't mean to. Breathe. Are you all right?
Have a guess.
I just got this Star Wars robe in the mail. I just wanted to have a little fun and ask you a question.
Yeah, I would say you've had your fun. What's the question?
No, I just wanted to know if you wanted to edit some Judge Mathas videos for Star Wars month. I mean, I'm playing some Star Wars games. I figured with Rogue One
Thinking
coming
about
out
the videos,
this
as
month.
usual.
No, I'm sorry, man. I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
Also, I didn't know Jedi could force choke. I mean, maybe they can, but they don't.
Yeah, but you're not a Jedi.
That worked though.
Yeah, it definitely worked.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Just don't do it.
Hello everyone, my name is Mathas and welcome to Star Wars Month here on the Judge Mathas channel. When I created this channel, I always knew I wanted to dedicate some time or energy to doing Star Wars games, and the more I thought about it, the more I decided I wanted to dedicate an entire month to it. And what better time than December? I know there's May the 4th, but December is when the Star Wars movies start coming out. And Star Wars is one of my favorite franchises of all time. Maybe even my favorite franchise of all time. I've seen all of the movies starting when I was very young and my parents bringing me to see the original trilogy when they were re-released in theaters. I probably was around 7 or 8 years old, to reading all or most of the extended universe books, to playing countless pen and paper rule systems. In fact, in my closet, I have the entire collection of what I like to call 3.75. It is the Wizards of the Coast edition of Star Wars. Playing, I think, all the video games that exist, or at least most of them, and of course, being excited to see the new ones. And one of my biggest hobbies is playing board games. And not too long ago, a huge Star Wars board game called Star Wars Rebellion came out. It is a 2 to 4 player strategy game that I fell in love with just by reading the description. The problem with board games is that it's very tough to get friends to play with you, especially with big ones like this. Those big board games tend to take 2 to 4 hours, sometimes upwards of 5, just to get a whole game done. And that's assuming you know the rules. So getting somebody to play with me is tough. What I didn't know, though, is that Star Wars Rebellion board game was actually based on an old 1998 PC strategy game. I only learned about this because I was searching for Star Wars games I hadn't played before, and I wanted to review on the show. And Star Wars Rebellion, or Star Wars Supremacy in the UK, ended up showing up. So I booted the game up, took it for a spin, and was genuinely surprised by what I found. Let's go check out Star Wars Rebellion. Alright. Alright, let me... let's click on this. Yeah, alright, X-Wings are cool. So we're Star Destroyers. And who doesn't love the Death Star? But if you're making me pick my favorite here, I guess it's the classic X-Wing. And X-Wings are what the Rebellion uses, so we'll just... Oh, alright, we're playing now. Okay. I didn't play a lot of PC games in the 90s. Is this how all menus were for PC games back then? This menu is borderline indiscernible. We've got a random assortment of ships in the top left, the Empire and Rebellion symbols flanking some galaxies, and a floating base in the middle, an ejector handle on the right, and the forbidden love, a stormtrooper and a rebel soldier on the bottom left. Oh, Tommy, I'll always love you.
And I'll always love you, Frederic, but we can never be together.
Why, Tommy? Why?
Because, Frederic, I am a space Nazi. And I love you, Frederic.
Luckily, after messing around for a bit, I figured it out. The top left is your difficulty settings, from left to right being easy, medium, and hard. The Empire and Rebellion symbols are clicked to start the game as either faction, and the galaxies determine how big you want the map to be. And the romantic headbutting is for multiplayer. Alright, for the sake of this video's playthrough, let's just pick the smallest galaxy, medium difficulty, and we'll play as the Rebellion. The game opens up with a short cutscene of a transport landing on a planet. Then we're in the game. Man, that cutscene was riveting. No better way to get the strategy gamer in me all riled up to take down the Empire than showing me a ship landing. Hoo boy, bring on the Empire!
I am C-3PO Human Cyborg Relations, and this is my counterpart, R2-D2. We have prepared a report on the current state of the galaxy.
Alright, 3PO, lay it on me. How bad is it?
As you can see on the galactic information display.
Oh, hey, 3PO, you okay, buddy? Did your, voice actor change? Budget constraints? The other guy quit? No worries, man. I won't tell anybody. Please continue.
Display, the galaxy is in a state of turmoil. Our recent destruction of the However, as you can see, many systems still remain loyal to the planets are garrisoned by Imperial troops. Those systems make excellent bases for our forces. We currently have 2 bases in the galactic rim. One of these bases is on the 4th moon of the planet Yavin, which you can see indicated here.
No, what? No, what? Yeah, I was definitely listening. No, yeah, Galaxy, Empire bad, beat him. That's fine, got it. Alright, let's get down to it. Let's goddamn do this. The Empire better watch out. I'm about to beat their asses back to the Stone Age. Or the pre-Lightspeed Age. That doesn't matter, I'm gonna win! Alright, I just have a question. What the hell am I looking at? Are you telling me that C-3PO drones on for 3 goddamn minutes and the entire time he doesn't even teach you how to play the goddamn game? What are these planets? What's all this stuff at the top? What do these colors mean? Is red bad? Are the blue ones mine? What are these squares and icons near the planets? What are these panels on the left? And what about the ones at the bottom? Okay, don't panic. The box must have a guide or a manual or something. Okay. What? Star Wars Rebellion game manual? This thing's almost 200 pages long. Look at this. I'm gonna have to spend so much time studying. Is there anything else in here? Upcoming games. What is this? Strategy mode command center. What is... Oh. Oh my God. Look at this game. Is complicated. Like borderline grand strategy complicated. That 3-minute speech that 3PO gives is mostly unimportant nonsense, but there are some important bits to know. Every time you start a new game, the whole map, with the exception of a couple of things, are randomized. Every planet, its resources, who controls it, and its starting buildings are all randomized, making each playthrough a unique challenge. The constants are small. Coruscant always starts firmly under Empire control, and Yavin under the Rebellions. As the Empire, your goal is to capture the Rebellion's president, Mon Mothma, and of course to capture Luke Skywalker while destroying the Rebellion's base. The Rebellion is looking to capture Vader and Palpatine while taking Coruscant under their control. After getting all that info from 3PO, the game just plops you into it. Galaxy map in front of you with a few glowy stars, you're left to your own devices. Red means it's under Rebel control, green is Empire, and blue is neutral planets. But now that I did all that studying, I'm an expert Rebellion general, and it's up to me on how I want to take down the Empire. And since the Rebellion has an inferior ground game early on, with less troops and planets under their control, I decided if I was going to take down the Empire, I needed numbers behind me, and the people's favor. I would speak to their hearts and minds, show them the truth of the Empire, and rally planets to my cause, and use their numbers, people, and resources to overwhelm the Empire and bring them to their knees. Quickly scouring the galaxy map, the Corellian star sector caught my eye. 2 planets were already under rebellion control, while the other ones under Empire were barely so. You see that little green and red bar under the planet? That shows the popular support of a planet for one side or another. If it's mostly red, it's likely to fall into the rebels' control, and green, it's likely to fall to the Empire. There are a bunch of ways you can influence popular support on a planet. You can send diplomats to neutral planets to attempt to sway them. You can go to Empire-controlled planets and sabotage their troops and buildings, leaving them weaker, and eventually incite an uprising on the planet and take it for yourself. If you're able to switch a planet under your control, the other planets in the sector take notice, and popular support tends to lean your way once they see what you've done. So my plan is simple. Come to the Corellian sector and liberate Talos from the Empire while attempting to sway a few of the neutral worlds. If I can take Talos from the Empire while playing nice with the neutral worlds, this entire star sector should fall to the rebellion, giving me a ton of resources to play with. It's a master plan, and I'm damn proud of it. And this is one of my favorite parts of the game, how open it is. It allows you to approach the game how you want to. It's why I said it reminds me so heavily of grand strategy, and I'd argue that's the genre it belongs in. The ability to play diplomatically or aggressively, or even play a passive fringe game focusing on the outer rim planets are all available and viable to you from the outset, really only limiting you to how well you can play and pull it off. That kind of freedom is what makes strategy games fun in the first place. So with my master plan laid out, my next move is to look at my heroes. Each game you're given your classic heroes as, say, let's call them pieces. They each have their own stats like a goddamn RPG character that you can look at. Leia, for instance, is the best damn diplomat you start with as the rebels, but she's pretty much shit at everything else. She's not a terrible leader, but we have better. So she'll be who I used in the Corellian star system to start buttering up those neutral worlds to rally to my side. But since she's on Yavin in a totally different star system, it'll take her over 80 days to arrive in the Corellian star system. That's a little dangerous because it gives the Empire time to embolden their hold there, but I'm hedging my bets that it won't be their top priority. And the game isn't turn-based. In the top left, you can see the days tick by and you can control the speed at which they move. It helps keep the game moving along and not drag on, as the game does tend to be rather long. Anyway, we also have Luke, Han, Chewie, Wedge, and Jan. I don't quite remember him, but he was apparently in the movies as a side character. Regardless, he's a decent diplomat and he's an okay leader, so I'll end up using him to attempt to sway planets as well. Luke, Han, and Chewie, though, are all going to be used to bring Talos out of Imperial control. We'll send them to sabotage ground troops and buildings to weaken the enemy's hold on the planet, and eventually flip it to our cause. With our heroes en route to deal with the Corellian star system, it's time we start dealing with the other aspect of the game, and, in my opinion, the least fun one: resource management. Now relax before you all start shouting at me. What? Did you just say resource management in a strategy game isn't fun? I hear ya, okay? I adore strategy games, and resource management is a big part of that. It isn't the reason I dislike it in this game, and a really big reason I hate it in this game is probably mostly due to its age. See those little blue boxes under each planet? That's how much space each planet has to build buildings. And the white and orange ones under that? That's how many raw resources are available. A good strategy in the game is in each star system to have one planet that is almost all construction yards, one that's almost all starports, and one focused on barracks. That way you can build everything you need relatively quickly. The problems arise when you want to know how many of each building on each planet you have. There's no easy way to really get a quick read on each planet or star system and know what you already have and what you want to build. You'll need to go to each individual star system and each individual planet and click on that little factory looking icon at the top left in order to see what buildings you have and what each building is currently producing. And each star system has a bunch of planets, so individually clicking on each and every single planet can get incredibly tedious very quickly. And since this is a 90s game, there's no keyboard shortcuts to quickly open certain windows to ascertain that information. You will click on everything. In order to do anything in this game, it's done with the mouse. Want to learn a hero's stats? Click on the star system they're in, then click on the planet, then right click on the hero, and then click on status. Want to move them from one star system to another? Click on the star system they're in, click on the star system you want them in, click on the planet they're on, click on the hero, drag them over to the other star system, and click on the planet you want them on. Every action is click-based, and it will give you hand cramps. I realize a lot of the design choices are a product of the time, like I said, but god dang, it's still annoying and time-consuming to do anything in this game. And keeping track of your buildings and troops and ships and heroes is all annoyingly complicated and time-consuming. You better have an awesome memory, or you'll be clicking on each star system a ton of times to keep track of everything. Oh, and as our heroes were traveling, I was telling Mon Mothma to recruit other heroes to our cause with the recruitment mission. Since this game was made well after the original trilogy and a lot of the books, you'll end up recruiting some awesome extended universe characters. On the Empire side, you can end up recruiting Thrawn. And damn, that's just super freaking cool. Alright, our heroes have arrived. Time to get to work. First, Leia. We'll send her to Drawl and hopefully through some successful meetings with their government, have them join our cause. Since it took us a while to get here, it looks like the Empire showed up and started reinforcing their hold on Talos, making it near impossible for us now. And that little ship icon over it means they have a fleet in orbit around the planet. So instead, we'll send Han and Chewie to XY and begin some shady things on that end. Chewie will act as a distraction, while Han, having the better espionage skill, will be the one attempting to do the actual sabotaging.
You got it.
And John Dodonna, you can just stay right there, buddy. Mission after mission, diplomatic meetings after diplomatic meetings in the Corellian sector slowly came into my control. Troops fell, civilians cheered, and all looked good for our people. We had a few skirmishes with TIE fighters along the way, and, well, let's just say the controls for that aren't very intuitive. Luckily, you can tell the PC to just simulate the outcome. Maybe not ideal, but definitely less of a headache than dealing with whatever the hell this mess is. Oh, and what's this? The Empire has one of their big players in our star system attempting to sway the planets back in their direction. Well, not today. Time to send Han, Chewie, and Luke to abduct and imprison this guy. Man, I feel like I'm a badass strategist while I play this. I'm all powerful, a genius. My plans are those that will go down in legend and history. I will be the one who masterminded the downfall of the Empire.
Captain Solo has been captured.
They captured Han Solo? Okay. Don't panic. We'll just send Luke and Chewie on a quick rescue mission, and that should be fine. We should be fine. We're coming for you, buddy. Don't lose hope, Han.
Oh no, Master Luke has been captured.
Oh, what the fuck? It's all falling apart. Everything was going so well. We had the whole star system. The Empire was weak. Planets came to our side. How'd you guys get caught? Okay, still, I mean, we have a bunch of planets that love us. All isn't lost, right?
You must help them.
What? Why? Love me, damn it! Love me!
The Empire is bombarding one of our planets.
Oh, what the fuck? I could talk about Star Wars Rebellion for a long time. There are so many mechanics and layers to the game that are worth talking about, but I just don't have the time to do it in one video, from Force sensitivity and Jedi to, as the Rebels, having some of the Imperial heroes turn coat and join you in the Rebellion and be a little snitch for you. There's a lot working at play in this game, and it is just a lot of fun. Sure, I'm god-awful at it, but it still didn't stop me from enjoying my game and having these unique stories played out every single time I played. Even if you're bad at it, having the story unfold in front of you is still very Star Wars and very fun. It's worth picking up, and you can get it super cheap, like $6 on Steam or Good Old Games. I would suggest the Good Old Game ones. It works a little bit better than the Steam one, but it's still a little bit of a problem to get working on modern machines. But if you're a huge strategy gamer fan, definitely check it out. And that's why I, the Honorable Jedi Mathas, judge this game as guilty. Guilty of being stuck from the late 90s with awful mouse controls and a mysterious gameplay mechanic that you have to study just to figure out. But once you understand it, it's also guilty of being an exceptionally fun time. well worth checking out. I want to thank my friend and editor Dean for being in the video in the cold open. It was super fun to record that, and it looks like he had a great time doing it, and he did a phenomenal job. And since this is the first video of Star Wars month, I'll leave you with a very simple question. What's your favorite Star Wars video game? The next one coming up will be in a couple of weeks. I hope you guys are excited for it. This was a blast, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this. And if you want to see another Judge Mathas, should be a link somewhere on the screen. You can go watch that. Don't forget to drop a like and hit that little bell for reminders of when my videos go live. And I'll see you next time.